Hey everyone, this is Ben back with you in the model shop. In this week's episode we're going to do three primary things. First of all, we're going to go ahead and get the wooden deck installed on the Missouri. I don't really show how I do that because I covered it quite extensively in my USS Arizona build series. But long story short, the fit of the Pontos deck's really good. I peeled the plastic back off, apply wood glue to it. It's sticky already, but I apply just Gorilla Glue, wood glue to it, and then stick it down, and that's it. You might have some little areas here and there that you'll have to stick down, but that's how you do that. So anyway, we install the deck. Then, as you can kind of already see, we stain the deck, basically a weather deck blue. I mix up a custom color of acrylic water-based paints to do that. And then that's the second thing. The third thing we do is we get the anchor chains, the anchor chains, and all their tackle and associated stuff like that installed. Not painted, kind of ran out of time for that, and installed. So that's basically it. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's get into the video. So getting ready here to install the forward part of the wood deck. I went ahead and spray painted, not super hardcore, the entire deck, weather deck blue, mostly to get things like these squares and stuff that's going to stick through, painted. And yeah, so anyway, this piece is ready to go in. It has the plastic glossy sticky back that you got to pull off, and then it's going to stick down. If you've never done this before, do not trust this sticky back glue to keep your wood deck firmly in place. It'll help, and unfortunately means you only get really like one attempt at sticking it down. And I'll go ahead and set this over here so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like here. But you definitely want to use like a wood glue or something applied with a brush to the areas where this thing's going to adhere to, and that will help keep things in place. Zoom in a little bit here so you can see. So once we get it all installed, we'll go ahead and do a close-up. And obviously I gotta stain this. We're not leaving this teak. We're doing the 1945 look for the ship. So alright, anyway, that's what you gotta do. Prep. Oh, the last quick comment, this stuff is so thin, so it's like, why did I paint the whole area underneath? This stuff is so thin that it is possible that if you for example, just spray painted around this edge or right in here, and you left a little bit faded out, that when you place this on here, you could have a dark area in the wood and then it gets light again. Yeah, so just so that we don't have that problem, we're painting everything. Alright, pressing on. Okay, so here's the main deck, all initially installed. Pretty good. I'd say it had about a 97% ready to go out of the box fit. Just a little bit of trimming here and there to get it installed. So I want to zoom in and show you guys something I was talking about before. Alright, so up here in the bow, remember I was saying paint all of this underneath the same color. If you could look closely here, notice there's some kind of darker tones here and there during the lighter parts of wood, and it totally bled through just the tiniest bit. Here's a piece from, that gets cut out like right here, and you can see it's got its plastic backing, but even see, like, look carefully right there, you can make out the gray on the background here. So anyway, that's really important that you paint the back of this an even tone. So the next thing we got to do is figure out how to stain all of this to match. And I might move up to the bow here. I've got my chain, and see if we can't, sorry about that, like this turn here, but I've got my chain and stuff going, and we need to sort out some of this detail up here. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So alright, moving along. Alright, so now that the deck's installed, I need to stain it. And I've looked at pictures that are in color of what the deck looks like stained. Some places are perfectly covered, like a dark blue, navy blue. Other places are worn. Right at the tail end of the war, as they went ahead and stripped the stain. It looks like they just sanded it off. You can kind of see it, it's transparent. So I had to come up with something here that was going to work. So this is my original palette of test colors here, and I want to point out that on the outside edges, what you're looking at is a thin version of the Weather Deck Blue by Model Master. I mean, I just straight up went ahead and thinned it with paint thinner and put it on with a brush to try it. Wasn't too happy with it. Then I tried some regular acrylic craft paint. This happens to be navy blue number 403 from Folk Art, and then you know, I had to add black to it. The original navy blue, I slapped it on, and you ended up with this color, which I think is way too blue. The middle color, though, is a combination of the two mixed together with some black and navy blue to get this color, and I really like the way that turned out. Here's another sample swatch, and as you can see, I left it in this initial pass here kind of thin and transparent so that you can still see the deck grain and wood. If you let it dry and it dries and it's nice, I could go ahead and add more to it if I think it needs to be thickened up in places. And it stains through. You can see right there that it goes through. So this is what I'm gonna do. I've mixed up my little sample here. I thin it with water and just apply it with a brush. So we're gonna get it on the entire deck, see what it looks like, and hope that it is not a major catastrophe. All right, let's get to it. Alright, here we are. This is the first coat, or maybe the last, of the paint stain combo that I put together. And as you can see, we've got a very nice kind of Weather Deck blue stained, definitely heavily worn look going on here. Now, I need to let this dry, help get the deck stable again, because it wants to move just a little bit with all the water. But I definitely am very pleased with the tone of the wood, the tone of the color, and I like the effect. It looks natural, but we may want to add some more to it here before time goes on. It's really easy to control, and I think it looks good. So anyway, we back up to here. It all kind of just mushes together. The further away you get, the more even the tone is. And then the closer you get, obviously, you can see more detail here of what's going on. So, this is it for right now. We're just gonna, like I said, let this set up, dry completely. Make sure the deck hasn't moved on me too much anywhere, and then probably add some more to the back and some other places, and yeah, we'll move on from there. So there you have it. Alright, so we're moving on to the anchor up in the front, and this is where we're running into a common problem that I'm seeing with Trumpeter kits, at least 2 in a row for me. You could see some leftover material right in there that is from the molding, and there was a whole lot of that up here to the right, but I went ahead and ground it out because I wanted to try and get the anchor to fit in here correctly. doesn't really want to. Here's the two issues I'm running into, and I'll do this in multiple shots. But the first one is basically this anchor should, as best as I could tell, mount something like that at that angle. Now let me show you the reference pictures I'm using to get to that conclusion. All right, here the first one, you can see, I mean, you're looking straight at the bow and you're basically looking at the very bottom of the anchors. Let me see if I can get a better profile view. Okay, here's a photo that actually might allow for some leniency. This is during her launch, and as you can see right here, they're canted down just a little bit more and hanging out. There's a little bit more room there to make the kit pieces look more like this. But most of the photos show the bottom of the anchor basically pointing almost straight forward, which is causing problems. Let's take a look at the kit. Alright, so I accidentally deleted a little footage, and we're at the point where this whole thing is glued up. There's the anchor. This is the angle that I was able to basically get for both anchors, and it worked out okay, I think. Let's see, they're sort of from here, sort of like the photograph, but I guess the big deal is it's consistent. The angle on both of them looks the same, and just for giggles, you can see real quick that I put a little bit of weathering and chipping on the anchors, nothing too heavy. They were on the bow going through a typhoon. I'm doing, you know, 1945 finish. Also up here in the top, you could see the anchors coming through on the ways for the chain, so I'll be able to connect those there. Speaking of which, we're going to need to have the capstans installed and the feeds that go into the middle of the lockers ready to go. So there they are. This is the last time you'll see them in brass because and plastic, because I need to get them painted up. So let's paint these up, and then we'll run the anchor chains, which I've already done mocked up. That worked out well. And then off of each here, here, and here, and I think up in the front, I gotta check, we have to have our little smaller anchors that connect to the main chain to help support the whole thing. So that's the goal of the next couple shots to finish this thing up. Alright, so I think this is the end of what I'm gonna do for now in this video. We have the anchors installed on their ways, and then we have this actually isn't glued in all the way, but that is the auxiliary anchor chain. That's where it goes right there. Then we have all of our little, I don't know what these called, just smaller anchor chains that grab onto the main chain to hold in place. We had to scratch make the little clamps that held onto them, attach a smaller train that I purchased at a railroad shop, and then we have some brass wire to go through and connect to the anchor points there. So it looks good. Anchors are all in. They look sharp. They're straight on the ways. Let's see if I can pivot this here so that you can see what's going on. There's a straight on view. You can see that the chains do go straight back to the cap stands there like they're supposed to be. No trouble. Looks sharp. So the next thing we gotta do is get all this painted up. Cap stands got to get painted. These things I've come up with a little way to make them that's not per the kit instructions completely, that I think work out better. So I'm gonna make up the rest of these, and then obviously paint all this up, and then I think that's it for up in the front here, and then we're gonna start working in this area right here on the deck. Oh, that's one last thing I should mention, the deck. Let me take this camera off here and show you. Alright, so the deck. I like the worn look that I had going, but I thought it was a little too worn and not dark enough, so I went back and added just a little bit more stain to the whole thing, just to give it a slightly darker tone. but then I still left the areas of kind of high wear and tear and exposure to the sun and elements that you would see. This area right here in the middle, there's going to be all kinds of stuff that goes here and lots of walking around, so it'll make sense that there's a little more wear there. This is where the aircraft are at, a lot of activity in the back here, and this whole area is kind of exposed to the sun and sea spray. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and darken up the blue a little bit more, just kind of keep it in keeping with what probably was more reminiscent of the real thing. And then I think you can see here on the iron deck plating up here in the front, I lightened up little areas in between just to give it a little bit more character, because I was like, well, this looks all brand new and then this is all roughed up, so we need to fix that. So anyway, that's it. Bow of the ship's starting to come along. We'll get it painted up so for the next episode. But that's it for now. This is the USS Missouri in 1/200 scale, and we're starting from the bow, working our way back to the stern. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope to get a new episode up pretty soon. See ya.